The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, I wonder if Kenzie would like to retract her statement earlier in the week that 2 games was enough for the Cubs-White Sox series because we felt that it should be, me and Kay say, these should be 4-game series, July 4th weekend, not put them on a Tuesday and Wednesday at night games in the middle of the crap. Do you want to retract your statement that 2 games was enough and it just is not enough? You should take that away.
No, because there's going to be 2 more.
There
will be 4 games.
Well, you know the best part of a meal. You have your appetizer and then your dinner, and then you think, well, I don't want dessert. I don't want any more. I'm perfectly content now. 2 was plenty.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, also happy being a Cubs fan in case the producer joins us being the White Sox fan. The Cubs erased a 5-run deficit to beat the White Sox 10-7 yesterday and sweep in the Crosstown Classic. So Sox are up 5 in the 4th. Cubs scored 6 in the 6th. Like a strikeout wild pitch. Couldn't even contain yourself,
That's
could
the
you?
official taunt of the Chicago Cubs. A hyena laugh.
That real laugh
I feel great about the 2 games.
that real laugh should have came after the 2 bases loaded walks. I don't know if that's ever happened. Have I ever seen that in a baseball game before?
It's not very exciting, so if it happened, you forgot about it because it's a walk after all.
But walking in, bases loaded, the 2 runs?
It's a tough luck.
It's a bad
It's
look.
bad optics.
6 runs
Like
came.
my son's 9-year-old baseball team does that.
I swear to God, the 6th inning kind of looked like that.
This is not good.
6 runs came on just 3 hits. But while you slept, the White Sox started dismantling the team. So while you slept, White Sox trade Lucas Giolito and Reynaldo Lopez to the Angels for Edgar Quero and Kai Busch. They're 2 and 3 prospects that you'll never see in a White Sox uniform. People are trying to. I love when people try to debate these prospect situations when you know this is just a dump and how you're going to change the team and get new players.
So if you're a White Sox fan listening and you want to sound smart at work today when somebody asks you about the trade, here's all you need to know. The White Sox were right to trade Lucas Giolito, obviously going through a divorce, not very focused right now. Also, the end of his contract is at the end of the year, and he wasn't planning on re-signing with the White Sox. It sounds good on paper. They traded Giolito for the 2nd and 3rd best prospects in the Angels organization. The problem is that the pitcher they traded for, Kai Busch, he started 8 games this year, Brian.
Yep.
7.20 ERA.
That's a lot.
3 is like a good ERA. 7, that keeps you in the minors.
It keeps you down there and probably not moving up. No, sure, he's a prospect. He's young.
Well, if anybody can turn it around, it's the White Sox.
Yes.
Our farm system is known for seeing things through and making the right decisions.
I'm not worried about it.
Tremendous with player development, the White Sox organization.
You know all the stars like Fernando Tatis Jr., a solid player for the White Sox.
That has to give Southsiders trigger warnings when you say that name.
Yeah, it doesn't make me feel good when I say it.
Let's honor Lucas Giolito, who won 59 games for the Sox in 7 seasons, threw a no-hitter in 2020, and finished in the top 11 3 times for the AL Cy Young.
The top 11?
How's that stat make you feel, Kenzie?
I don't think we should acknowledge anything past 2.
I
even think 3rd place is not. Shouldn't exist.
I dug deep for that stat.
That's like when a restaurant's like, we won 4th place in best wings in the city. It's like, well, wait, where are the other 3? I want to go there instead.
Yeah, it's not the best ever.
Top 11.
This could be the end. Was Tim Anderson gone by August 1st?
Yeah, I'm driving to the airport later today, actually.
You going to pick him up?
Yeah, I don't care where he's going. I just want him out of town.
It's going to be tough because both of his wife and his girlfriend and the kids he has between them are here. It's going to be tricky.
That's why he wants to go.
I know. Can you wait for the new one he's going to recruit? The best person, like the number 1 farm system is Tim Anderson. It's unbelievable who he brings up to have kids with.
He makes a lot of prospects.
He does.
Yeah, that's what he does. In the bedroom, he makes a lot of prospects.
It's crazy.
The Bears extended Cole Kmet to a 4-year deal. Their tight end from Notre Dame, the University of Notre Dame. 4-year deal, $50 million, makes him the 9th highest paid tight end in the league.
Brian, 9th highest paid tight. What are we doing here?
I'm giving you stats. See if anybody's impressed. Listen, I never thought so highly on him, but he is a big guy, great blocker. They need more blockers. They need the line fixed. He actually had a good year last year, a pretty impressive year in a 3-14 team. But I think he's good for the future. It's fine. That's a fine deal. It's okay.
I'm itching for football. Every Sunday morning I wake up now and I'm ready to go.
It's so close.
It's close. And we're less than 50 days away from the start of the season.
Crazy.
I know, at the new stadium. When they going to start filming? They're going to be ready
the
in
new
time?
stadium so that they can play in it next year.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
In case you're new to the show, Kenzie was under the impression with all the talk of the Bears Stadium in Arlington Heights that they could build it in 1 year, or not less than 1 year, and start playing in it next year.
Why not? All the money. People build stuff fast all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All the time.
stadiums are pretty big, though.
Yeah, so?
Yeah, if we just funnel more money
You
into it, they'll build
hire
it faster.
More people. I don't think one person. It's not Noah's Ark. I would imagine a team's gonna show up. Jesus.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Q101, Brian and Kenzie, and opportunities are running out because it's already Thursday. Picnic is Sunday. You want to be there and, I don't know, hang out with guys called Incubus? Check in right now, 312-591-8300 and Clash with Kenzie. You beat Kenzie, you get those tickets, you get to meet Incubus, and it will be a glorious time and a fabulous memory. So check in right now if your trivia brain's looking good. You know what, remember what the Bay of Pigs was? Yeah, Kenzie.
Suck it, Brian.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101. You can't defeat her. She's too powerful.
Clash with Kenzie.
Let the battle begin. Q101.
Well, let's go. Picnic tickets, and you will meet Incubus. That is, of course, picnic this Sunday with Q101, Incubus, Beach Weather, Giovanni and the Hired Guns, Bad Flower, and Paris Jackson. Tickets are available at Q101.com. We got Charles checking in from Roland Park, competing for the tickets today. But everybody should keep listening and play along on the text line at 312-591-8300 because if Kenzie wins, we give out the tickets anyway to everybody listening. And Charles, ahoy, tell us something really quick about yourself.
Ahoy, ahoy. My wife and I are expecting our third child, and I work for Waste Management.
That's awesome.
Congratulations. You want the kid, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Is it yours
absolutely.
for sure?
I would trade it to meet Brandon Boyd, though, but we'll see.
Oh, boy.
Okay,
Oh,
all right,
wow.
stakes are high.
I hope, for the baby's sake, hope you win.
Totally joking.
Uh-huh. Well, congratulations. That's amazing. So
Color bending silver spoons. Oh, sorry.
What?
what were you singing? Silver Spoons?
Oh, that's an old Incubus song.
Oh.
All I heard is him say super spoons.
Yeah,
I don't
heard
have great
that,
hearing,
yeah.
though.
Well, here we go.
I think it's
First one to
color
5 wins.
bending silver spoons.
Okay, let's move on. No more singing. Let's. First one to 5 wins. Listen really carefully. If Kenzie gets one wrong, you can steal a point. She can do the same with you. Call heads or tails on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Call it.
Tails.
It's heads. It's heads. Kenzie goes first. Kenzie,
Yeah.
which Family Guy character is employed as a pilot?
Giggity. It's Quagmire.
Quagmire is right. Let's see here. Charles? Nothing Compares to You, a song made famous by Sinead O'Connor, was first performed by who?
Ooh.
3, 2, 1. No. Kenzie.
Favorite artist of all time, Prince.
Yeah, I tried to give Charles a gimme there, but it didn't work out. Just talked about this. Of course, he sadly passed away yesterday at the age of 56.
And Brian made sure I did not get that question first,
Clearly,
because that would have been a slam dunk for me.
it would have been.
At least slammed it home anyways. 2-0 back to Kenzie.
Hey-o. Look, the Cubs over here against the Sox.
Kenzie, which company created the slogan, "We'll leave the light on for you"?
Ooh.
Remember that?
Oh, I do.
Better,
I don't remember the place.
better
but
say it then. 3.
We'll leave the light. Is it State Farm?
No, it's not State Farm.
They do something for you. What is it?
Charles, what is it?
We'll leave the light on for you?
Yes, we'll leave the light on for you. 3.
Geico?
It's not Geico. You got no lights either. It's Motel 6.
It makes more sense.
Makes more sense than an insurance company leaving the light on for
I
you.
know,
but-
but they're always like, well, if you're back. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, we're wearing khakis over here.
Yeah, 2-0 back to Charles, who was perfectly silent for me on the phone. I don't know why he's making so much noise
A
now.
lot of noise, Charles. What's going on over there? Okay, never mind.
Jesus, Charles.
Kenzie, who played Lizzie
On
McGuire?
me! It's on me!
All right, Kenzie, who played Lizzie McGuire?
Hillary Duff.
Hillary Duff is right. 3-0, Charles. You got to get some here. Here we go. Charles.
That question was actually mine, but that's okay.
Okay, Charles. A heptagon has how many sides? A heptagon.
6?
6 is not right. Kenzie.
7.
7's right. Might as well go up one more.
Is that a heck? So I'm going to go with I'm going to try a different number.
Okay, 4-0 back to Charles.
Back to Kenzie.
Back to Kenzie. What was the name of the line of dolls MGA Entertainment created in 2001 to compete against Barbie?
The far superior Bratz dolls.
Bratz dolls. Oh, my goodness. Sweet. Now, Charles, we're going to give you something anyway, so hang on, okay? We're going to give you a little prize pack anyway, but 312-591-8300. Call right now. Caller 10 is going to picnic, and we'll actually meet Incubus.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101 coming up about 20 minutes, 8 a.m. Dave Chappelle tickets for the United Center, the Madhouse. Those tickets are at some point are going to be going for $1,000. And we have free tickets for you at 8 a.m. Brian and Kenzie on Q101. So don't go anywhere. In the meantime, it's something we've been talking about for a long time. And a lot of it gets, very light conversation and goof off. And I saw a UFO or I've been picked up by an alien and probed.
Who just casually says that? What do you mean?
I got probed. There's a lot of,
It's a casual conversation.
It depends what circles you travel in.
Well, right, but no one from an alien. It was like, I got abducted and probed. Pass the sugar.
So it was the 7th time I got probed when I was up in Crystal Lake one night on a Saturday at 2 in the morning. The aliens
that adds up.
Yeah, clearly.
Yeah.
So yesterday, this news breaks, and it doesn't even get really taken anywhere on national news. You barely hear about it. As a whistleblower told Congress that the U.S., the United States government, is concealing in a multi-decade program that they've captured UFOs. They have alien bodies. Here is the audio from that hearing.
If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
Now, that sounds like some interviews you'd hear on maybe a podcast somewhere, maybe a Joe Rogan podcast. We have these UFO experts on. But this is a former Air Force intelligence officer testifying in Congress that we have alien bodies, and they're there right now.
So my question is, if I could totally see aliens existing or not existing, I could see both being true. They say we've explored like 1% of space.
Not even, yeah.
Yeah, billions and billions and billions of light years away. Like, I'd imagine someone else is like also talking on the radio or something, right? Like, whatever. But what I don't get is why hide it? What does that do for the government?
Well,
why?
Because they're afraid of losing control, of fear that they are not in control, that there actually could be aliens coming someday to eat us, which is probably what will happen. If it does happen, I guarantee we'll...
See, I don't get that. What if the aliens just kind of look a lot like us?
And they don't want to eat us?
Yeah. Who says, just because they don't live here, they eat people? Like, why? We don't eat alien.
Well...
like, you know what I mean?
How do you know alien wings aren't
we don't,
amazing?
like, barbecue up alien every Saturday.
They might be delicious.
They've never even met us. They don't have us on their planet.
Have we not met them? Maybe we have, according to these reports. There's some government officials.
But I'm saying that they're probably like, maybe they feel the same way about us.
You think they want to go to picnic? They're coming down here. I heard Incubus is playing. We want to take
Big Incubus fans.
Big, huge Incubus fans. We know they're big Blink-182 fans because Tom DeLonge, also in this hearing, very funny how this report comes out where the guy just mentions Tom DeLonge from Blink-182's name very casually. Of course, we know Tom has done so many things to get videos released and gone into the government and talked, but I love this conversation here.
If you believe we have crashed craft...
I'm sorry, that's not it. This is it right here.
I was contacted by Mr. Elizondo, and we talked for a short period of time, and he said we'd be in contact. A few weeks after that, I was made aware that Lou had left the Pentagon in protest and joined forces with Tom DeLonge, Chris Mellon, Steve Justice, and others to form Two Stars Academy, an organization that pressed the issue with leading industry experts and U.S. government.
And then Mick Jagger came along, and we had a big conversation about that.
I thought it was a band announcement.
Yeah,
I'm like, do tour.
Shakira showed up, and it's funny. I just throw in Tom DeLonge's name so easy, and he's a serious UFO uncoverer in the government. He's gotten a lot of stuff released, a lot of information. Tom DeLonge from Blink has done that. I don't know. I've seen 2 UFOs. I've seen 2 UFOs in my life.
You've seen 2?
2.
At the same time? Like
No, they were many years apart. One when I was young, I had my telescope. I'd go outside and look at the night sky, and I saw, this was up in Glenview at my brother's house, And I was looking up in the sky because you can kind of see O'Hare. The line comes in there. You can kind of tell the difference. But this one thing was a sparkle, and it jumped in the sky feet, if you want to say it like that, by looking where it went.
Like a shooting star?
No, because it never connected. Like the light went on, then it went off. Then it showed up in another spot. But then it couldn't have been like a satellite because it jumped back down so much. What are you laughing at?
I just thought about how funny it would be if like a lightning bug had landed on your telescope and was just blinking.
That's not what it was.
How funny that would be,
That's
though.
not it. That's not it.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Well, we're talking about a news story that doesn't seem to be getting enough attention yesterday. Brian and Kenzie on Q101. That the United States is concealing a long-standing program that retrieves and reverse engineers unidentified flying objects. A former Air Force intelligence officer said the Pentagon has denied his claims, but he says we have bodies back there, non-human alien bodies, holding them for years. They're just sitting there. This is an intelligence officer for the Air Force.
I just thought of it like it's just animals. It's non-human bodies back there. It's like a dog.
Aliens have pets too, I think. They probably would have it. They'd have some kind of pet. I think we would be their pet. I think we would be their food. I don't think it'd be good if aliens came.
Everyone does that, but who knows? Why do they have to be so horrible?
I'm not saying bad. I mean, listen.
They're probably vegans.
No.
They're probably like the nicest.
No way.
They just harvest plants.
We were talking about this. Like somebody texted in. He said, humans are a-holes. We would definitely eat them.
Not based on those drawings. Not enough meat on the bone from the aliens I've seen.
They're always super thin. You don't see fat aliens.
Right. Vegans. That's what I'm thinking.
Maybe they've understood portion control.
Maybe they're just traveling around seeing if there's some new fruits.
Listen, it's a cookbook. That's a Twilight Zone episode reference. I think people would get that. Some of the nerds out there, a couple of my friends out there would get that one. I just think we're going to end up food. I don't know what Chris in Midlothian wants to talk about. Chris Ahoy, have you seen an alien? Have you been taken up there?
I've not been taken up there, but I think, like you guys are saying, it's definitely possible. I mean, I teach science, so our planet was inhabitable, and just the right amount of things happened, and boom, here we were. So, I think they're out there, but what no one ever considers is what if they're just as afraid of us as we are of them.
Do you think they're smarter than us?
Well, I mean, we had Hitler, coronavirus, and mosquitoes. So, I know that, and we haven't killed them yet. So.
Well, that's the trifecta.
Well, I'm pretty sure Hitler's dead.
Yeah, Hitler. Well, they do think that Walt and a couple other are cryoed, so you never know.
Oh, my God.
Well, that's... Okay, we don't have time for that conspiracy theory.
That's a hell of a trifecta.
Just one at a time.
Oh, jeez.
No, not really. I think he's dead, but I'm just we're stupid enough to let all that happen. So
you think they could be as smart as us?
What if all the aliens are nice, except there's one jerk alien making them invade people? Maybe they have their own Hitler.
Oh.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, that's true. But I don't know. I just think because of those things, they wouldn't even touch our planet.
Okay.
Mosquitoes alone.
Yeah. I mean, in the movies you see, and there's different themes on it, of course, even Independence Day, that a virus here kills all the aliens because they're not.
World of War.
Exactly. Yeah,
Right?
I was actually going to say a good old Orson, he killed them all off with a virus, and who knows, it was unidentified. It could have been Rona.
All we have to do is put an alien at daycare one time, and that thing's going down.
Clearly, it's gone.
It's a snot box.
A snot box.
Unless, of course, they're the ones that came and brought it here.
Oh, yeah. Another conspiracy could be coronavirus was created in the lab to kill off aliens, even though we killed off a lot of Americans and people around the world, that they killed off the aliens too and scared them away.
So we're the lab rats.
Pretty much.
Okay.
This was a good discussion.
Fair enough.
I don't know. You're just making up a lot of stuff right now, Brian.
Well, so is Chris.
Yeah, but she's our guest.
Yeah.
She's a science teacher.
You do this for a living.
Thank you for our expert science teacher catching in with us here. Thank you, Chris.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
All right. What do you buy on all that? What's the conclusion?
I don't. I don't know. I just still don't buy. What gets me is even if the government hit it, don't you think that they can't always be the first ones there? There's a lot of people on this earth with cell phones. You're like, someone's going to call the government and tell them, and then they got to scoot on over with their like semi-truck and hide it.
It's always bad footage, too, of the aliens and the ships. Why can't we
So
get...
he whips out their camcorder. Like, come on.
Or the flip phone. Give me 4K footage of an alien. There's got to be one of them somewhere. Nice footage.
Right.
That's all I'm
not
asking
from
for.
a movie.
No, that's all I'm asking for. Well, listen, something we'll talk about going forward. In the meantime, right after Green Day, 4.5 minutes away, Dave Chappelle tickets for the United Center can be yours for free. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.